So the primary tools for making the molds that you're going to need are cottle boards and clamps. You can't do anything without these. These are the tools that are going to help you contain the plaster as you're pouring it around your model. What's nice about these are that they're adjustable, they get clamped together, and they fit at multiple sizes. To get your boards, hopefully you might have access to some kind of a wood shop. I think you could probably go to any good lumber yard and have these things custom cut to fit. I like to have a couple different sizes. What I'm working with here are 6-inch cottle boards and 10-inch ones, and that has gotten me quite a ways over the last couple of years. So what you need is some really good quality plywood, maybe oak laminated or birch or something like that, and some 2x2 stock. They need to be cut to fit pretty precisely. As you can see here, my stock can be glued to the edge here. It's extremely important that everything is really flush. You can't have anything overlapping here or here. So if you can run your finger across and feel some kind of a ridge, then there's going to be some issues as far as registering these boards together and not having any gaps. Okay, so as far as assembling the cottle boards, it's fairly straightforward and simple. Like I mentioned, the main thing is that everything is very true and flush to the edges. You need to have a little bit of wood glue. Put a nice bead here. Should be sufficient. What gets tricky at this point is that whenever you go to clamp these down, because that glue is, it's almost like a lubricant, it's going to want to start to shift this. So as you clamp it, pay really close attention to making sure that this thing stays straight. So your board should stay clamped for probably 20 minutes or so, then you can take them apart and they'll probably be ready for to be used with clamped down with pressure the next day. So you'll need 4 of these at least, and for a project like the scales we're going to be working on today, 6-inch, at least 6 inches high. These are 2 feet long, I believe, but you know, I think if you had 1.5 feet, that'd be fine. And so you'll definitely need 4 boards, 6 inches tall. I also want to mention that any excess glue that seeps out should be sponged off with a little bit of water, just so we don't have any irregularities on the edges there. Once your boards are complete, each one is going to need to be sealed up with some oil soap and water. Basically for all of the process here, we're going to use a solution of 50% water, 50% soap. It acts as a sealer and a resist. It keeps the plaster from sticking to the boards and other mold parts whenever we get farther into it. And I actually like to soap just the whole thing because plaster is going to be spilling all over the place and it's just going to help you with cleanup later on. So this just needs to dry. It'd probably be a good idea to do 2 coats and go ahead and cover all of your cottle boards. And once they're dry, they'll be ready for plaster.